It's Thursday, the 20th of August, 2026. Here's what we've got. Partly cloudy skies today, 60% chance of rain, and most of that is going to happen late in the day, maybe even into the nighttime hours. Today's high 95. Maybe even some strong winds and frequent lightning with a little of what we're going to potentially get. Showers could linger in overnight and into tomorrow morning. Look out for that. And then tomorrow, with those rain chances, a high of 92. Sunny on Saturday, 93. And then we're going to feel a little bit less humidity, which should help it feel a whole lot better out. Sunday, maybe one of the more beautiful days, high of only 92. So make plans accordingly. And again, we'll watch the weather tonight and into tomorrow morning. If we get anything severe, we'll be here first thing in the morning to kind of update you on what has happened with that.
Feels like 92 is what you're looking for. You know, when it's 92 and it feels like 92, that's a good thing.
Yeah, without the humidity.
Yeah, when it's 92 and it feels like 107, that sucks.
Yeah, that does.
So,
a real 92-degree temperature.
Yeah.
Like if you're out in Arizona and a 92 temperature without the humidity,
right.
It actually is not bad.
Not terrible.
It's really not. But you do 92 and you have a humidity level of like 89 or 90. You're just, profusely sweating. That's the issue in the South.
Arizona calls 92 fall.
Yeah, it's kind of like our 72.
Yeah.
Is what it is. And I know that sounds weird, but it is what it is.
Point is, I can live with it. I can live with it. If you just get the humidity out of here, I might survive. Anthony and Company Jewelers, we heard from Wilson earlier, said he brought his sunglasses in there and they fixed them. That's not what they do. However, if
you're in there looking at beautiful jewelry, they'll fix your glasses.
They might be willing to give you a little spin there.
Yeah.
They do repairs. And one of the things that I love about them is I've dealt with other jewelers over the years, and they will send stuff off to be repaired. And you're always wondering, am I getting back my actual ring, my actual stones? Am I getting back what I sent out? That's what I really want to know. And you never know. Anthony and Company Jewelers does all the repairs in-house themselves. They do not send it off anywhere ever. And they'll double-check and verify and make sure that you are 100% satisfied that the piece of jewelry you dropped off to be repaired is the exact same piece of jewelry that you got back. And they'll put a few little pieces of information in there to assure that that's what's going on before they even take it into their own custody. They're very, very serious about this, and I love that. I love the fact that they work on high-end watches. So if you need a present for a guy, they sell those, and they can also repair them, which is very nice. They also have the other men's jewelry, if you're so inclined. Nonetheless, Anthony and Company Jewelers, huge selection, itty-bitty prices so low they can't afford to have a sale. Call them up at 987-2224. Find them online at anthonycojewelers.com or live and in person, 2080 Valleydale Road, next to Ragtime Cafe.
It's Steve's turn.
All right, quick poll for listeners. Richard, Valerie, by all means, please take part in this. Who thought Columbia House had folded and died a long time ago?
Yes, I would say yes.
Me.
Yeah. Turns out it's actually still in business. Who knew? Well, they are. Not for much longer, though. Think about this. These guys started back in 1955. Columbia Records, its parent company CBS, started this little mail-order business that they called the Columbia Record Club. Initially, they did it as an experiment because they wanted to see if marketing music by mail could be successful, help get music to some people who might have had a hard time otherwise getting what they wanted. Well, those who initially signed up got one free record upon joining. But the trick is that the backlash from the actual record stores was such that new titles weren't available through the club initially until 6 months after they appeared in record stores, a number that was later dropped down to 3 months. Another trick was a kickback in that if the retailers actually recruited members for the Columbia Record Club, they got a 20% commission on all the sales from that member. At the end of the first year, more than 125,000 people had signed up. It continued to grow at such a pace that they realized they needed a bigger home base, one that included a distribution center. So Columbia moved out of New York City to Terre Haute, Indiana, right near one of Columbia Records' own record pressing plants. And that's where they were pretty much from there on. After year number 2, membership had grown to almost 690,000 members who had brought some 7 million records from them. And by 1963, 8 years after it started, Columbia House had 10% of all the record sales market. So RCA and Capitol decided they were going to try it. Realizing the potential competition and not being able to sell each other's records, Columbia struck deals with several other labels, Mercury, Warner Brothers, United Artists, and others. Kind of left RCA and Capitol try and make it on their own with only their own labels. Eventually, they folded, allowed Columbia House to sell their artists as well. The club also offered some exclusives kind of long after a format had actually lost favor in stores. For example, back when you could get music on reel-to-reel, those offerings continued until 1984. Retail sales had stopped in the mid-1970s. The 8-track tape had all but disappeared from store shelves by 1982. Columbia House continued to offer them until 1988. The vinyl LP, which has made something of a comeback, but was initially abandoned in 1989, some select titles were still available through the club through 1991, and their membership continued to rise. By 1975, it was over 3 million people. 1991, CBS Records got renamed as the Sony Music Group, and strangely, they decided they wanted to sell off their, at least a part of it, of the club's interest to Time Warner, half of it, as a matter of fact. But by the end of 1991, membership is now over 10 million. With the offering of cassettes and CDs, Columbia House membership reached its peak in 1994, some 40 years after they started up. 16 million members, and at that time, their sales accounted for 15% of all music sales. Then Amazon comes along, so did the internet, music sharing sites. Membership began to decline, prompted some downsizing by Sony, and in 2002, Sony and the now AOL Time Warner Group started looking for a buyer. There was some talk that they might merge in with Blockbuster. Yeah, we all know how Blockbuster went. By now, Sony and AOL Time Warner sells off 85% of the interest in the club to an investment firm called the Blackstone Group. Then BMG Direct Marketing, owners of the competing BMG music service, bought Columbia House. Over time, Columbia offered VHS, DVD sales, same as records, but by 2015, the company announced plans to file bankruptcy. They sold off the DVD club arm. They had shut down the VHS arm, obviously. And after a new owner, John Lipman, came in, he announced that upon the emergence from bankruptcy, the club was going to return to its roots, start offering vinyl LP sales once again. But again, the ability to get music from the internet, Amazon, music sharing sites, whatever, it all hurt Columbia House, and it was announced this week, just a couple of days ago. The brand is going to be taking its final orders next month. The website said the final day to do business with Columbia House, September the 15th. The deal of 12 records for a penny that we all remember as we grew up, yeah, they kind of knew that we were taking advantage of them because they knew, for example, that most teens couldn't be legally pursued for the money because, well, they weren't legally allowed to sign a contract. But they didn't seem to matter at that time. But, hey, all these kind of things kind of catch up to you. Columbia House, soon to be no more.
Hate it.
I can finally sleep at night. They're going to stop pursuing me. I can.
So,
feel
in
it.
other words, kids, if you're underage, go get you some records while you can, because we no longer can do that.
Yeah, I always, and I don't know whether this is true or not, but I was always under the impression that the 12 records for a penny deal, those were special records that were pressed specifically for that purpose, and they were cheaper. They were just they were on cheaper vinyl. A lot of times they would be they'd be missing a track, or there'd be something odd about it. That not that they were factory seconds or anything, just they couldn't afford to actually sell you the same records that they were selling. Because I don't know about you guys, when I was a kid, a single was $1, and an album was anywhere from $5 to $8, and that eventually became $2 and $12 over time. And you're going to get 12 of these albums at $12 albums for a penny. Seems unlikely, just so that they can sell you 3 more over the next 2 years or some ridiculous number like that.
Yeah, the math didn't quite work on that.
There has to have been something going on there with they were somehow selling you a cheaper product. And I don't know exactly how they did. I know, like, for instance, K-Tel, they'd go out and license these songs, and they would the grooves were nowhere near as deep on the records,
And they were sometimes severely edited down.
Severely edited to the point where you could fit like 8 or 9 songs on one side of an album when it should have been 5, They would do whatever it was to try to get that to work, and it was like 18 fabulous big hits on one record, $6.99 for an album, $17.99 for cassette, and somebody screaming at you on late night TV to get you to go buy these things. Those were really cheap
You're not the only one.
Nope.
9:15 with the Dixon and Vining on Talk 1995, and coming up, this is a little bit strange. You ever wonder what happened to Jenna Fisher from The Office? I mean, you see Rainn Wilson still out there. I mean, you got Jim is
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski is now not Jack Reacher, he's Jack
Ryan.
Jack Ryan, yeah,
The other Jack.
yeah, exactly. Steve Carell still popping
Jack
up, showing
Reacher,
up in
Jack
movies.
Ryan,
Whatever.
Jack Bauer.
Yeah. What the hell happened to Jenna Fisher? Well, we've got the details coming up. Can't hurt you now. Can't hurt you now. Can't hurt you now. Okay, I'm going to have to ask that you stop playing this. Not right now, but just don't use it as bumper music any longer, because I just want to just sit and listen to the whole song. I love this song. I love Natalie Merchant. Such a great voice. I've got 6 or 7 of her songs, or I used to, on my iPhone. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what happened to any of my iPhone music. It's just gone. And that's fine, because in this day and age, you can get it anywhere. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have it in a library anymore.
You say, hey, Alexa. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody's phone.
Easy now.
Suddenly.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we were talking about the Birmingham Shuttlesworth Airport and things that are going. You know what's on my Facebook page now?
No.
It says Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport 17 minutes ago, and it's showing me all these old pictures of the Birmingham Airport
How nice.
from years ago.
Oh.
No one's listening to anything we're saying.
All because you mentioned
it's
it.
like, I'm like, that is so weird.
Yeah. I expect I'll be getting ads for hats any minute now.
Any second.
I mentioned
Like,
that last hour.
well, I don't follow this. No, and it's asking me, do you want to follow it? No.
I do not. So what happened to Jenna Fisher? She, of course, played Pam on The Office. And most of the other Office staff, including Kevin and Creed, everybody's popped up here or there. But for some reason, Pam Beesly has dropped off the face of the earth. Well, she said she started in the ABC comedy Splitting Up Together in 2018. Didn't last very long. But she said the workload became really difficult to reconcile with life at home. The hours were so intense. And I've heard this. I've heard both sides of this. I find this interesting when it comes to a sitcom, when you're recording a sitcom. I've heard that it is extremely grueling, and it is 65 or 70 hours a week. However, for instance, Kelsey Grammer and Frasier, he was like, that's the closest thing to a 9-to-5 job I ever had. It was like I'd show up at 8:30 and we were out of there before 6 every day. Like, really? Okay, so that obviously has something to do with how organized you are. Also, the fact that they had limited sets. They pretty much, it was Frasier's apartment, it was the radio station, it was the coffee shop. And every once in a while, they'd go somewhere else, so that's relatively easy. The Office was probably relatively easy, too, because it was the office. That was it, and maybe a car, maybe the parking lot, maybe something like that. But she said it became ridiculous. It was 65, 70 hours a week. Couldn't do it anymore. And so she basically dropped out, and now she and her friend Angela Kinsey from The Office as well, they do a little show,
Podcast?
a podcast
Yeah.
on it. Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what it's called, but it's Ladies of the Office or something like that. It seems to me it's kind of funny now that people enjoy either watching reruns of The Office or their favorite show, or listening to podcasts about what it was like being on your favorite show. Like, I guess now we can get the whole experience.
Yeah, I guess if you've watched The Office as diehard fans may have done, they've seen all the episodes. They want to see, maybe behind the scenes and what they're saying about it and how they enjoyed working with the different stars of the show and things like that. Things you haven't learned or don't know about it if you've watched all the episodes.
We should do that for our show.
You think so?
Yes. We should do a show
Jimbo
about
and
behind the
Skippy
scenes.
are doing that
They
now.
do that? They
Yeah.
do a little show
like
about...
before the show airs.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. We do that too, don't we?
Well, we do a
little
thing about
bit.
what's coming
Yeah.
up.
Right.
But I'm talking about, like, we should do, like, what's behind the scenes.
You want to do that?
No.
Okay.
I don't really care for this show
We
that
could get
much.
Steve to do it
I
behind the
get
scenes.
Steve to do it.
Yeah. Here.
Doesn't he have enough on
This
his
is what
plate
they're
already?
doing. Yes, he does.
Okay. Then let's just leave it.
Okay.
Rosie O'Donnell is filling in for Jimmy Kimmel for a couple of weeks.
And boy, is it painful.
Good God.
It is. It is. I think I saw 20 seconds of it. I was like, nope, out, goodbye.
Really? You actually
Good
tried
luck. Well, I just wanted to visually
I
see
forgot.
what was going on.
I forgot that she was on there last night. Because of the insomnia, I turned on Jimmy Fallon, and I saw the monologue, and I couldn't even make it through that. I was like, they tried to do this bit about a Pete Hegseth supporter and an interview with him. Pete Hegseth is talking about maybe running for president in 28, and I was like, this is just poorly written. There are no jokes here. Nothing is funny. And I'm like, is Fallon just trying to get the old Stephen Colbert audience to drift over to him, or what's the story here? It was just bad. It was really, really bad.
Yeah, and now you need to step up your game because here's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, I've always thought of Fallon as the best of the bunch there, and usually the funniest, and usually has a good strong monologue. And if he's going to do some desk work, it's usually good strong desk work. Last night I was like, I don't even know what this is. This is unwatchably bad. I had to go. I really should have flipped over to see Rosie and watched her just
you're fine.
abuse Donald Trump.
Oh, this is the first words practically out of her mouth the first night she started the show.
Yeah.
She couldn't wait to start talking and obsessing over
I'm sure.
President Trump. I was like, girl, just move on with your life.
She's in front of the right audience for that,
Oh, they were clapping. Oh,
Yeah.
they love you.
Of course they were.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, it's not a remake. It's the next in the books. Greta Gerwig's Narnia, the Magician's Nephew. This is like technically book number 8 in that series, but it got moved to book number 1.
They're all way out of order.
Yeah. Got it done, not really completed. It was missing some visual effects and things, but still, they wanted to put it in front of a test audience and see how it went. Ooh, they're reshooting some stuff now. That's never good.
Yeah, don't do this
When
halfway.
when you're
Don't
going-
do, you know what I mean? Make it good.
We're back to reshoots.
Come on.
Yikes. That's brutal. San Diego Padres coach, one of their pitching coaches, I believe, detained by ICE while on a work trip.
Yikesy.
Oops.
Oop. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Did we
ICE.
not vet our players?
ICE has said it detained Perella,
Oh, no.
noting that the coach was not carrying his documents and that the Department of Homeland Security will continue his removal proceedings at this time.
Wow.
Yep. Sorry.
He came to the U.S. from Venezuela.
Venezuela.
He's been here 12 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of
We
course,
might want to make sure all those documents are in order before we.
And you,
Or, I don't know,
yeah,
apply for becoming a naturalized citizen.
Yeah, that might be good too.
have to do something, man. Don't start whining about this now. You come to the country illegally, you hide out in the country for 12 years, get yourself a job as a pitching coach. That's great. You think the Padres would have been like, let's see if we can't get you legal real quick here, huh? Guess not.
And then you pay your price of the things
9:36.
I love.
Dixon Dividing, Talk 995, Talk995.com. I mentioned the Michelle Pfeiffer Christmas movie that was all the rage last year. It came out, it was on Amazon Prime. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that song played a very large role in the end of it. It was kind of an interesting flick. It was not as Christmassy as you would think. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Not as Christmassy.
Not a lot of Christmas theme in it.
It was not a huge amount of Christmas theme. It was no Jingle All the Way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Although I think it was called something like Laughing All the Way or something like that. It was love me some Michelle Pfeiffer though. Keebler's just
what fun!
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, yeah.
Okay.
It's worth a look-see, but don't do it now. Wait until Christmas.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Wait until Christmas.
Just wait.
Yeah. Keebler has brought back the seasonal treat fans call Love at First Bite. We're going to be tired of talking about Halloween stuff here.
Before Halloween, we've got a long way to go.
It is mid-August. We literally have 2.5 months.
I'm already tired of it. We haven't even reached September.
Yeah. Well, spooky fudge stripes. Ooh.
Because they're what?
Because they can. Because they
Are they
need to
different
sell
from
some
the
more
other stripes
cookies. Probably
somehow?
not much.
Chocolatey vanilla-flavored cookie base imprinted with Halloween-inspired designs. Each cookie has a bright orange fudge drizzle, making it perfect for spooky gatherings all season long. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Orange.
Yeah.
Way to step out there. You put food
Chocolate
coloring in.
cookie with
Ooh.
orange
I thought we were supposed to be
stripes
getting
on
rid
it.
of food coloring.
We were, well,
Not Keebler.
Apparently not.
Ernie and company over there, they're going to keep churning it out. This is ridiculous, though, honestly. They're like, oh, look, like Oreo. Oh, we made the cream orange. Wow. Way to step up there, guys.
what else can they do with it?
You
though?
really went
You
out
know?
on a limb there, didn't you?
We can imprint a bat on the cookie sandwich part itself, I guess.
There you go.
Waffle House is adding an unexpected new menu item at 45 restaurants.
Ah, what do you got?
Are any of them here?
Most of them in the Atlanta area.
What's up with that?
Yeah. What's wrong with Alabama? Bring it over here.
They might just be testing them, and then eventually they decide they're going to spread them out a little bit. Breakfast taco.
Okay.
Options include bacon, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese, chicken sausage, egg, and cheese, and ham, egg, and cheese. But that's not all. Waffle House will also be serving up lunch and dinner tacos, a patty melt taco, a chicken melt taco, a cheesesteak melt taco.
Is this like soft tacos or hard shell tacos? Do we know that?
Does not say here, but my guess would
I'm gonna
be
go with
soft.
soft.
Yeah.
Because of the griddle and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It needs to be wrapped in a waffle. That should be your taco
That's-
shell.
that's what I would think,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
There actually is a Waffle House in the area. Someone told me would do that for you. That you could go get your.
A waffle taco.
You get you get a
Well,
breakfast
just a
breakfast taco with the waffle being the shell. Yeah,
There you
that
go.
they'd wrap that up for you, and I was like,
Sure.
that sounds like a
that's a
lot.
hit right there.
That sounds like a lot. Those waffles are huge.
Yeah.
Mm.
They are.
Mm.
Oh, you just need one to go in a lunch buddy, and
That's
out the
pretty much
door you
it.
go.
I do love a good breakfast burrito.
It's like
though.
going and getting, what, a multiple egg omelet, like a 4-egg omelet, 3-egg omelet, whatever it is.
Mm,
Those things are huge.
yeah, and then you'd have to get, I guess they would throw the bacon or whatever it is they're going to throw in there as well. Skippy is coming for Reese's with an all-new candy release. Look out.
Skippy is in not our
Okay.
Skippy in middays.
Not our
Skippy as
Skippy.
in the peanut butter.
No,
The
exactly.
real deal.
Yes. Skippy is dropping a peanut butter Halloween milk chocolate and peanut butter assorted candies. Okay. Skippy has decided to release its own take on chocolate-covered peanut butter candy bars for Halloween. PB Halloween milk chocolate and peanut butter assorted candies. I've heard of these. I haven't tried them, but my understanding is that where Reese's has got a kind of a dry, almost granular peanut butter in it.
Yeah. This is more creamy.
This is actually like just Skippy.
Real. Oh.
Like they
okay.
just injected it with Skippy peanut butter and said, there you go. And
might
it's
be good.
fun shapes. like the jack-o'-lantern or a bat or a ghost, or I don't know what the hell this is down
What's
here.
the fourth thing?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Are they the actual shape, though?
Probably not. There's probably someone who's going to sue them over this.
Yeah, they'd be like, we can't tell what that fourth thing is.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't put a face on that.
Mm.
In all seriousness, what the heck is that?
I have no earthly idea. I don't like the looks of it, though. It's a little creepy.
By
If
the way,
anybody sees these in the store, we need to know what the fourth one is.
my co-host Matt has informed me that the Waffle House breakfast tacos are available at the Waffle House in Oxford.
Aha!
So we can get them in Alabama if you're willing to look.
Drive all the way to Oxford for that. It's on the way to Atlanta.
A little out of the way.
There is
Let me back up on this Skippy thing because I'm really curious about what that fourth thing is. It just says a pumpkin, a bat, and a ghost.
Okay, that's
so
all
I
it
don't
is.
know what that blob of looks like peanut butter with a little bit of chocolate sticking out of it. I don't know what that is,
Maybe
but it's
that's
not
it.
part of the
No.
what's in the bag.
Apparently, there's just the three fun shapes.
Somebody took a bite
They
out of
need
the other one and
I know,
made you
they
want
need
to think
take that
about it.
off there. I'm like, what is that? It's so confusing.
No idea.
I don't either.
Vital Farms has decided they're going to stop serving up their 90% grass-fed butter.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know.
Nothing. They
Was it
just don't
just
want to serve it up anymore. They don't want to make
not,
it.
not selling?
Announcement came at a crucial time. Home cooks are gearing up for fall bakes. You can't have homemade apple pie without an all-butter crust. That's true. Butter has developed a dedicated fan base over the years, and the comments on the Instagram post reflect utter devastation. One fan said, "There's no better butter." Another lamented that their butter rum recipe would no longer be quite as delicious. Someone also said the Vital Farms butter made the best ghee. I love some
Okay.
ghee. May still be able to find and buy Vital Farms butter over the next few months, although availability will vary by store. The brand has indicated it will cease production entirely by the end of 2026.
Must be a sales thing. This has got to be a sales thing.
Must be.
Yeah.
They're doing something else. I don't know. Be that way. I've never seen this stuff. I have
I
no
haven't
idea.
either.
You ever wonder what Taco Bell's steak is made of?
I really don't want to know.
I try not to ask too many questions.
Don't tell us.
You're probably wise to do that. To its credit, the first ingredient listed on Taco Bell's ingredient statement for its steak is, in fact, beef.
Okay.
Okay,
well,
at
that's
least
good
we
to
got
know.
that far.
But the list doesn't stop there.
I'm shocked.
Their steak is made of beef, water, seasoning, and sodium phosphates. Doesn't seem so bad, except for the fact that the seasoning itself has some 18 different ingredients, and that's not to mention the sauce the steak comes in, which itself has a lively seasoning mix.
Again, you're not going to Taco Bell to pick apart their beef. You need a quick meal. You're not thinking about it, are you?
You better not be.
Yeah, I don't think. If you eat a lot of Taco Bell, just
Some of the ingredients in the seasoning are fairly innocuous, including salt, brown sugar, cocoa powder, onion powder, tomato powder, garlic powder, and lemon juice powder. Other ingredients have us scratching our heads a bit more, like carrageenan, disodium inosinate,
why are we doing those?
disodium guanylate,
Corn
a lot
syrup.
of disodium.
corn syrup solids,
No.
and the unnervingly vague ingredients simply labeled as spice.
Okay.
It's probably a good bet that if you want less processed meat, you should go somewhere other than Taco Bell. That's not.
But I don't think that's why you're going to Taco Bell.
Well, and I would also prefer them to actually give the proper ingredient to lead off with and do it the Tommy Lee Jones way in Captain America, the First Avenger, which is what's it made of? Cow.
Cow. That's true. Keebler is teaming up with an iconic chocolate candy on a brand new cookie. It's Nestle's Nestle Crunch
A Keebler cookie, Nestle Crunch.
Nestle Crunch.
Chips Deluxe. Looks to me like the chips are made out of pieces of Nestle's Crunch. So you have the cookie, and then you have the chocolate pieces in it, and the pieces have the little rice in them. So you're getting the entire experience here. You see what I'm saying?
sort of.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, and the picture on the package shows 2 regular cookies with like chocolate chips, and then there's a third one that looks like the top of a Crunch Bar.
Weird, huh?
So did they put the Crunch Bar on top of the cookie, or is it in the cookie?
I guess we'll
Another
have to,
confusing
We'll have to find them and buy
packaging.
them.
I'm surprised the
so.
folks over at Nabisco didn't jump on this and go, "Hey, we could put like the Crunchable thing in there in the middle of the Oreo and make a brand new cookie." Man, Keebler beat him to the punch.
I tell you, the guys back in R&D, they're so busy smoking dope, they cannot get their act together. But that's how they come up with so many good flavors.
And we've got a lot of shopping to do, you guys. Over the last 2 weeks, we haven't found any of these.
None of them. Not one bit. But I think a lot of it is Halloween-based. So, you know,
we'll be
it's going to take a minute before it
we'll
hits
be like,
the
didn't
shelves.
we talk about this back in August? Oh yeah, that's right.
9:46 with Dixon Dividing. Dixon Dividing question of the day coming your way. Next, 9:52. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Dixon Vining, Steve West, and Skippy McLean.
Skippy!
Hello.
Skippy!
Hello.
What's up, Andrew?
What's up, everybody?
What are we talking about on the Skippy and Jimbo show today?
I don't know. I mean, I did come across that. Did you see the lady, the Detroit Fox anchor that was like cussing out her boss on camera?
Oh.
I guess she was in between hits.
That never works well.
And she was like, that bitch. And I was like, that's pretty good. So
Okay.
I may get into that.
Alrighty then.
People yelling at their boss. I like that.
Is she
Always
still
in it.
employed there? Do
no,
we know?
absolutely not.
You're like, I'm sorry, didn't even work there.
She got canned.
Yikes.
Yeah, that well, you do that to the bosses at CBS and you get fired too. It's amazing.
That does happen.
Ask Scott Pelley. Has he landed on his feet yet? By the
I hadn't
way,
heard a word
He's
about
at
it.
one of the liberal universities. I don't know, maybe Harvard or
I
something.
was going to say one of the liberal universities. It's easier to name the ones that aren't
Aren't.
liberal.
I think
You get right
it,
down
like
to it.
maybe journalism at Harvard
Oh,
or
God,
something, where they all go
Oof.
To
after
die.
they can. Yeah.
He's teaching journalism. Doesn't he have to learn it first? I don't know. Anyway,
He hadn't done it his whole life.
9:54. Let's take a look at some of these texts that has come in. Let's see. Scott says, this is slightly embarrassing, but I've watched The Office series 3 times. I love Jenna Fisher. Okay.
Ooh.
That's not creepy at all.
Nope.
AJ says, Natalie Merchant was so good. Great choice. She's not dead yet, is she? As far as I know.
Was.
It
the
is
key
interesting
word.
to note, though, since I have a little experience with this. If you play this in music trivia, Natalie Merchant, when you write that down as the answer for the artist, that's wrong. It's 10,000 Maniacs.
10,000 Maniacs. Okay, yeah, that's right. That was their MTV Unplugged, I believe. Nice to meet you. I'm Justin from Columbus, Georgia. I like that. Justin, thank you. He was introducing himself to David from
Nice to
Flowery
meet
Branch.
ya.
Nice to meet you. Jerry wants to know, are y'all going to watch any of the LLWS this week, Little League World Series? Always one of my favorite sporting events every year. Those kids love the game so much. Their genuine emotion and enthusiasm is so refreshing. They're all on roids, Jerry.
Well, and just let's hope that some of the teams, they don't have kids in there that are like 20 years old
Sure.
and pretending like they're 13.
One of those kids from the Dominican Republic has got
Like,
the
wait a
mustache.
minute, the whole
Yeah,
team
someplace
is
like that.
like
Yeah.
going through puberty. What the heck?
Should 12-year-olds have mustaches? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. Too busy smoking dope. I'm done, says Greg. Well, look, R&D. When you're talking about the R&D over at Oreo, they have to be high to come up with some of those flavors, wouldn't you say, Skippy?
What are the flavors?
Well, you name it. Have you-
They put up a new one like every week.
Have you seen the Oreo aisle lately?
Oh
My
God.
heavens. It's taking over the entire chip aisle.
They're doing their best. I don't think you have to worry about the meat at Taco Bell because they don't give you much anyway, says Mike. Oh, you're going to the wrong one, man. Going to the wrong one. You ever notice that different Taco Bells have different amounts of meat? That there's one that just will load you down, and there's one that kind of like they'll pass the tortilla shell near the meat and then hand it to you? You haven't noticed this?
I don't go very often.
okay, that
Yeah, I'm the
I'm
wrong
with
person to
Val.
ask.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
know.
been there in 3 weeks now. I'm doing pretty good, but my Taco
Wow,
Bell.
Richard.
You're
Hey,
weaning
look,
That's
yourself off, are
impressive.
you?
I'm doing my best, man. I told you I was really getting too deep into it. I was going like a couple of times a week, and I was like, Richard, this is not good for you. You can't do this. But I did find the one that just loads you down every time. I was like, oh, this
We've
is
got
my
a-
new favorite Taco Bell.
Chris from Moody, you can't start with it. It's not 10 o'clock yet. I know he's here, but the official show doesn't start till 10:05.
That's right.
You're gonna get banned, buddy.
You're going to get smacked, Chris.
We're going to block you.
He's like throwing it in there like
Lock.
100 times.
Blocking your ass. Yeah, you don't want to be an early bird anyway. You want to make sure that
Yeah.
you get in there
right
at
at the start. And if you jump ahead, then you get lost in all of this.
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
9:50.
Play the Hey, play the game right, Chris.
Got to play by the rules.
That's right.
It's a stupid game, but still.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
All right, name a popular musical artist who started out as a backup singer. We'll start with Steve West.
Sheryl Crow
Yeah?
was a backup singer for Michael Jackson for a while.
Oh, isn't that interesting? What about you, Valerie Vining?
This artist was a backup singer for Lou Rawls, Shaka Khan, Jermaine Jackson, Whitney Houston.
Whitney.
Whitney.
Very good.
Yes.
I'm going to go with your personal favorite,
You're going to say M.
Andrew Gold.
Oh. He should have stayed a backup artist.
Andrew Gold sang backup for Linda Ronstadt. Actually.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then he stepped out front and became a lonely boy.
That's right. And then she sang backup for him on every one of his albums, by the way.
Awful.
What about you, Skippy? You got anything?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Before she was the Christmas queen, Mariah Carey sang backup vocals for Brenda K. Starr.
Of course.
Yes.
Everybody knows
I didn't
that.
Google that.
That's a
at
great.
all.
I can
No,
tell.
Didn't sound like it.
Yeah,
He's over there
not
with
that
his
you're on
hand,
video
he's
holding your
reading
phone
it.
up there.
What? Who's Brenda Starr, by the way?
I have no idea.
One
Brenda
wonder
Starr.
from the late 1980s, early 1990s.
Okay.
I've got 11 more if you want
No,
them.
I'm going to pass on that.
Okay.
Joe says Bette Midler used to sing backing vocals for Barbara Streisand. She also sang backup for, what's his name? Barry Manilow. Michael McDonald, yeah, okay.
Man, he sang a backup for a lot of people.
Everything. The Eagles, the Eagles did sing backup for Linda Ronstadt, actually. It was Stone Pony, right? Steve Wariner, says Steve. Michael Bolton sang as a demo vocalist before becoming a featured artist. Vince Gill played with the Pure Prairie League. Yeah, that's true. Phil Collins was backup singer for Genesis before Peter Gabriel left for a solo career. Let's see.
Gwen Stefani started as No Doubt's backup singer.
You are so
before
cheating.
switching
You are
to
so cheating.
lead vocals.
What do you think you're doing?
That's a good one, though. I mean, that's more of mine. That's
more in your wheelhouse,
Yeah.
right?
Elton John.
Yeah.
when he
calling
was
Skippy out.
White. He sang backup with Sergio Mendes in Brazil 66.
Sergio.
Elton John. All right, now all you Hey Now people, I'm going through, I'm blocking every
Hey,
one of you
got
right now.
about 20
Here we go.
seconds. Give it 20
Block.
seconds.
Block.
19.
Block, Greg.
18.
Block. Dixter. Block.
17.
Back tomorrow, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talk at you then. Dixon and Vining, Talk 995, Talk995.com. Bye-bye now.